Hey, what's going on YouTube? I just want to make another story time video. And this story is kind of what happened from my perspective. Because I wasn't generally involved in all the bullshit that was going on during those times. But unfortunately, with my crazy life, I ended up in the middle of it too. So basically, when I was in middle school, two middle schools had beef with each other. One was called Booker T. Washington, and the other one was called Crossroads. I think. I don't know if it had a fuller name, but I know those were the two names of the schools that were having issues at the time. And so, from what I know, from what I've heard, the beef started because in Booker T, we had an outfield, and a lot of the kids in the outfield would play baseball, so on and so forth. One of those kids from my school ended up running into one of the kids from the other school, and then it just became a big out thing. That's from what I was told, and that's from what I've heard. Now, generally, I try to stay out of trouble, and so I try not to even get involved in all of the bullshit that was going on. Because I don't know, like, all that fighting and all that negative energy isn't good for me. So I just be like, oh, let the popular kids deal with that. Because that's what it felt like at the time from my perspective. It was more like the popular kids from my school versus the popular kids from their school. And so with that in mind, like, we knew that there was a bunch of issues going on, and so did I, but, you know, I don't know, it also seemed kind of silly, too, to think that our school was really beefing with another school over for whatever the reason is. And this was going on for a very long time, like, kids from their school was coming to us, trying to beat us up, trying to fight everybody, even people that had no idea what was going on. It was kind of crazy. So, unfortunately, this is how my involvement in the whole, like, middle school clash started. I never gotten into a fight with anybody from their school, but it was kind of scary that day that shit happened, so we're gonna get into it. Now, when I was in middle school, I used to play for the soccer team. I think I was the only Dominican kid on that team. They used to call me like a rare breed, a soccer player at the time. And so I was really practicing at the time. I really took that shit serious because I wanted to be a really good soccer player at the time. I used to play defender for my middle school team. Now, I was really practicing because my team wasn't good record-wise, but we were competitive. We stayed in it. But for whatever reason, there was always a mistake that we did that cost us to lose the game. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to try my best. I'm going to be the Kobe of the team, at least try. And try and be as motivated as I can to become the best soccer player I could be, you know? And that's the best thing you could do when it comes to sports, is practice and get good. Now, the day that I decided to really practice and really try hard to, you know, just get something done, it was really raining that day. I remember it clearly. And a lot of people were running up the block like, oh, yo, get out of the field because that Crossroads school is coming to come fuck a lot of people up and shit like that. So in my mind, I'm like, well, they kind of say this all the time because there was always a threat that the Crossroads school would come and like fight people, but nothing ever happened. You know, nobody ever came through, nobody ever started shit, and everything was usually good. But for some reason, this day, like, it felt a little bit off. So I'm getting my kicks in, I'm getting my scores in, I'm going up and down the field, I'm, you know, doing what I usually do when it came to practicing for soccer. And then it's pouring rain. It's like I'm getting drenched out there, and I'm like, you know what? Let me get out of here because it's raining like crazy. These people are saying this is really gonna happen, and it kind of feels like something scary is about to go down. So I just leave my soccer ball, I leave my book bag, and all that shit, and I just go up the block. Now you're probably wondering, oh, why did you leave your book bag? Why did you not take it with you? So essentially, like, I knew the book bag was going to be okay because I didn't really have anything in my book bag to worry about anyway. And I just thought I would be okay. So as I'm walking up the block, something just tells me to keep moving quicker and keep moving faster because I knew trouble was like about to hit. I just didn't know what it was going to be. So I go around the corner, and around the corner there was a pizza shop a block down. And I was starting to head over there because I was kind of hungry myself, and I'm like, fuck it, let me get a slice. It's raining, I'm tired, I'm about to go home, and I don't want to go home on an empty stomach. So as I'm crossing the street, all of a sudden, like, I just hear people screaming, and then I turn around, all I see behind me is a block full of kids from that school, and I'm running, I'm like, just moving as fast as I fucking possibly can. And I fly into the pizza shop like, holy shit, these motherfuckers really came to try and beat us up and shit. And it was like a whole block full of them. They was seriously like really trying to hurt somebody. It was crazy. I never seen anything like that before. And it's so weird how like focused they were, you know?
Oh wow.
Like you don't realize how serious a beef can be until like you end up in the middle of it and have no like a part of it either. So I don't know, I just wanted to share that story and I hope you guys enjoyed. Give me a like, a thumbs up, subscribe, share with your friends, share with your family. And yeah, that was Crossroads versus Booker T. The rest of this video game will be the remainder of this gameplay. I hope you guys enjoy. Oh, and I forgot. All of this was from like my perspective. It wasn't, I don't know how factual the beginning of the beef was, but that's from what I was told and that's what I've heard. If I ruffled any feathers, you know, that wasn't my intention, but if it did, and you're mad, fuck it. I don't care. Hope you guys enjoyed the video regardless. Thank you.